We all know what it's like to want to be in control. In some way, exerting control is kind of a survival skill. And of course, we have every right to want to be in control of our own bodies and whatever comes to that. We have the right to be in control of our own, whatever has to do with ourselves and our bodies. However, when this kind of goes outside of our boundaries into other people's environment and other regarding other people and their behavior and essentially their boundaries, this is when it can become somewhat of a negative thing. We usually tend to rationalize this behavior um, under the guise of helping, being helpful. For example, parents who still want to control their adult children's behavior because essentially what the kids doing is making them feel uncomfortable, or perhaps they find that unacceptable. Or sometimes if someone's trying to control the behavior of their partner. You see where I'm going with this. If you have control issues, you will do well to take a look, because you will find that you will have done this, or you tend to do this in more than one situation with more than one person. You know, when we have difficulty with control, or rather we tend to want to control, some of that is our own unwillingness to look at where that discomfort comes from. Usually it's perhaps the fear of being out of control. Maybe we feel like we don't have control over too many things, or something that is sitting not very comfortably with us. It's bringing some unpleasant things to our memory, and we tend to want to control things so we don't go there. It's kind of a projection of where we are and how we feel into what's going on. And also, it's another thing is our unwillingness to actually speaking directly to somebody. I'll give an example. For example, you're at a party and you have your best friend or some close friends or relatives or whatever. They tend to drink a lot, and their drinking makes you feel uncomfortable. Perhaps they get a little out of control themselves, or their behavior changes or whatever, and you find that unsettling, uncomfortable, embarrassing, filling your own adjectives. So instead of actually talking to them, you tend to want to control the situation and kind of get in the way of their overdrinking. If you are willing to look at your own feelings and your own behavior about control, you will see that you preferred to change their behavior in order not to directly talk to them. Perhaps you don't feel comfortable about talking to them, and this is something that you're struggling with. You know, when it comes down to it, if you can take a look at least one situation, one scenario where you are having to control something else that has to do with your comfort level on your own emotions, but it's outside of you, it would be worthwhile to just sort of take a deep breath and just let it go, because at the end of the day, we don't have control over other people, nor should we, because if you really think about it, it's rather disrespectful or kind of unsympathetic to think that we know better. We all do this, and we all know these people in our lives. So it's worthwhile to just let go and pay attention to what you do. Your behavior, your life is the only thing you can perhaps control. Not even situations in life. Things that are in your control is your own behavior. And the more you go within and take a look at your own feelings and your own emotions and your own behaviors, you will be able to let go more and more and let others be. That's all we can do. That's their life, and this is ours. So, trying to let other people be, even though what they do may not be what we would do in the same situation, that's okay because that's their journey and this is ours. So, the next time you tend to want to change things around in order to know better and feel more comfortable, catch yourself and kind of become that curious observer of your own behavior. Don't judge it. Just be curious. Just take a look and see, I'm doing this again. Interesting. Let's see why that is. Now, if you haven't subscribed, press that button and become a subscriber. We have a lot of new things coming your way, and it's all going to be fabulous. Until the next time, namaste.